Sige. Teka lang. Wow, ang dami nag-comment. Mind-blowing. Yun. Daming na-hype sa'yo, Habs. Yun Sige, sino ba? Ito si Son. Di natin chinek si Son. Teka.
Pinag-usapan niya yan kanina eh.
Oo. Ikaw hindi pa.
Oo. Baka may iba akong opinion.
Kasi kami, ito lang kami sa gap. Yun lang pinapanood namin eh.
May gap feel.
Hindi pa siya nag-feel.
Thank you Hindi ko nakita yan eh.
Yun. So sabihan mo, okay lang ka, bibili. Okay lang.
Paano ba to? To be honest, sinubukan ko itong i-bounce kanina eh. Binili ko sa 150. Kala ko, lusot na ako, 158, 159. Pero may isang napalaking Unicap na kliyente na nag-sell down eh, di ba?
Unicap
Unicap
na
kliyente, sino kaya yun, di ba? So, ano ba to? So let me just show you ba't ko siya binili for the bounce. Right? So, actually this is just a pure scalp dapat until maybe 163, 165. Pero tumingin na ako sa kanan, pagtingin ko dito sa kaliwa. Ano ba to? Yeah, so this was ito yung nakita ko kanina, right? So yung nakita ko, right? So, right, so that's what I saw. Sige, tanggalin natin to. Not just that, I think this was on a fib support.
Ayaw ipa-X naman. Magalaw.
So this was on a fib support if I'm not mistaken, right? So saan ba tayo? Teka, hindi natin. Tama ba to? Hindi ko lang kung tama to. Right. So yun yung ano niya. Actually yun yung nakita ko kanina kaya binounce ko lang. Pero okay. So hindi importante lahat ng sinabi ko. Ito yung importante. Hirap eh. Kasi to be honest, dami kasing inipit dito sa candle na to. Right?
Dami na hype eh. Suspend, tapos disclo. Tapos nung morning, parang yung pre-open niya, 250 something, di ba? Parang ganun.
Right. Actually, if I remember correctly, may magandang video na release si JC yata dito earlier today na umikot sa
news.
Na umikot sa mga traders sa COL. Kasi it's a good example of selling on news. Right? So it's a good example of, so you can already see here that the news that this particular move over here already discounted or priced in the news that was coming out there. Kumbaga, it was already baked into the cake. And then nung lumabas yung news, maraming nag-sell on news. Right? So I think today, ako for me, yeah, you have a gap fill here, which is maybe what I would also watch out for. Itong base na to, di ba? Kasi I think this is the 141 level, di ba? Tama? 137, 141. So that would actually be a good place to get it if prices were to pull back to those levels. For me, to be honest, it's more of a wait and see. It's more of a wait and see for now. If you take a look at the 15-minute, again you have your leisure divergence over here, right? All the way at least going down. At least you have a very meaningful one here, right? And not only that, as we teach in our community, in our subscribers, this 1.95 here was actually the 4.25 fib extension. That was the 4.25. So actually, kung naka-plot ka sa fib extension levels mo, then you were already mentally prepared to see how prices would react from those levels. And
nagulat ako.
And what?
And the market doesn't commit to you.
And you
You wait for the market to commit to you.
Right. So
you are thinking in advance. You have to look, learn, listen, and look,
But
boy.
it's already in the past. It didn't commit to me.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that, boy. We're basing it off the assumption na it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
right.
What are you talking about, pare? Minsan lang tayong magka-guess, magkakamali ka pa. Kaya mo, sa susunod tayong dalawa lang ulit.
Relax ka lang. Okay ka ba? Baka may...
Ngayon yun eh.
Baka
Sakit kasi yung puso niya.
Hindi, wala akong sakit sa puso, pare. Masaya ako. Masaya ako kasi hindi si Javi.
Siyempre naman.
Oo.
Whatever I can do to help you.
Sige, pasabi lang, kung bibili ka na.
Right. So, going back, that was a 4.25, and that was a key level that required your focus in, which means that you
Wait for the market to commit to you.
before you
Commit to the market.
commit to the market. Very good. So that was what's important. And then to be honest, right now, besides that gap fill, besides that support on that base, it's pretty much a wait and see, and just to see. You need to wait for price to tip its hand some more before you actually come up with a more sensible plan.
So yun, son. Sige, last na. Ito last talaga. Si Now.
No?
Dami nag-comment na Now eh. Is now the time?
Now
Yun
is
yung
the
tanong.
time. Oo.
Ikaw, Borg, is now the time?
As long as 3.5 holds.
3.5.
Kasi
But
it's like support resistance. It's like number yun.
Oo.
3.5.
Actually, pareho tayo tinitignan, pare. Tingin mo sa Now House.
Ano ba? So initially, my initial expectations here was looks exactly like FNI, right? Prior to the breakout.
May wedge.
So you have an area pattern over here. Not only that, it was an area pattern that I believe is at the 786, right? So you have an area pattern, find support, or in our community what we call an E1 setup, right? You have an E1, it breaks out, E2, then it pauses for an E3. So these are, when I say E1, E2, E3, these are entry points, optimal entry points that we teach at least to Open Journal subscribers and community members.
Shout out Open Journal.
Shout out Open Journal.
Yun.
Open Journal. And shout out to Peds, who I believe is still holding this for the win since 290, right?
Grabe naman.
So,
ang lalim.
Tingnan natin kung hawak pa niya, magkakama siya. But the point is, so it's obviously it broke out of that, and a breakout by simple terms is a beginning of an uptrend. So it's began to uptrend, and as long as that this particular trend is in place, then I believe that it should be okay, right? So this particular uptrend line over here, and then you take the size of this base, you put it on top, and that would be your minimum target, right? So which tells me that there could be some more upside, at least for now. Right?
Nag-gets na muna.
Right. So yun yung ano. I think as long as this black line here holds, then you can see prices reach that level. Otherwise, then it would actually, if this level holds, then that would be a although I don't hold this personally, that would be my first sign of maybe lightening some profits, or maybe closing the position and waiting for another optimal entry point to come in. But otherwise, I think as long as it stays above here, then
Solido.
yeah, you can actually see it maybe proceed higher.
So yun, napaka-juicy pare ng charting session natin.
Last one, yung ano?
Ha?
Yung
Jollibee.
Sige, nga pala. Kanina, sa park, lang kami, sa drive-thru, sa labas lang kami actually. Tapos parang, kanina pa kami pinapagalitan. Pero malakas kami sa Jollibee. Sige, last. Si JFC, bago. Tapos comment na kayo ng questions, guys.
Oo.
Answer kami mga 3 questions. And then, kakanta kami. Kakanta si Javi. Comment din kayo gusto nyo kumanta si Javi.
Tsaka kung anong kanta.
Oo, anong kanta?
Kung kakanta ako, tatayin na lang ako. So ano bang Jollibee? So Jollibee is actually something that so you have here a very extended move lower, right? So in our community, this is what we call an extended wave, meaning it's what you call an impulse move lower, which tells you that the primary direction is downtrend, right? But obviously at the end of any trend, you have trend exhaustion, momentum exhaustion in the form of divergences. And here you have your first, your divergence over here. So you have your low, you have your low over here, then you have your next low over here. So you have, so essentially you have your low, lower low, lower low. And then you have a low, higher low, higher low. In terms of if you want to overlay at least an Elliott complement to that, then this is your 3 of 3. That's your RSI extreme. This is your 3 of, this is your 5 of your 3, and this is your 5 of the whole move down, right? So, so what that simply means is that after you have that, you're now poised for a counter rally. Right? So the key is, at least for me, is when you have a counter rally, majority of the time pretty much finds itself reaching the 0.5% fib, which is maybe the 269 area. The challenge, ang kalaban mo lang sa mga counter rallies is that, may tanong ako sa'yo.
Nagulat na naman.
Ano mas mahirap i-trade? Counter rally or what's harder to trade? Yung in the direction of the trend or counter trends?
In the direction of the trend.
In the direction of the trends. Why?
Mas mahirap?
Mas
Bakit?
mahirap. Mas madali.
Hindi, sinagot mo na mas mahirap eh. Panindigaw mo yan, boy.
Hindi, sabi mo mas mahirap yung counter rally, di ba?
Oo.
Hindi, sabi mo mas mahirap yung direction.
Gulo ka. Mas mahirap yung counter rally kasi
Okay, sige. Bakit mas mahirap yung counter rally?
kasi yung mga tao negative.
Tao negative?
Positive.
Gusto pa, parang tatakot pa sila eh. Fearful.
Okay.
Oo.
Tama yan.
Tama.
Oo.
Good answer.
Pero yung sagot na hinahanap ko talaga was mahirap ang counter rally kasi yung price structure niya compared to an uptrend, the price structure of a counter rally, and this applies to all counter rallies, it's what textbooks would describe as overlapping. Overlapping and it's overlapping and grinding in fashion. Ang ibig sabihin nun, pag uptrend ka kasi, may malinaw ka na up, base, up, base, up, base. Correct, diba? And then you just use the bases to enter. Kapag counter trend kasi, yung nag-overlap yung mga bases eh. Gets mo? Kaya parang hirap, kaya ang daming mga whipsaw. So it's overlapping, it's grinding, there's a lot of whipsaw action. So just to look here, you see you have a downtick over here, another downtick, tapos ito downtick, gusto mo na magbenta dito, di ba? Tapos biglang may uptick na naman dyan, tapos pause, kala mo akit na, tapos downtick ulit. Right? So my guess would be is that you have some consolidation here, maybe it pulls back to this level over here, 220. But I still think that this one can at least go to at least higher above here and at least make some rally action. And I think that final rally action would be the last chance to at least get out, right? Before what the structure of the price suggests that the long-term move is already going lower. Yeah, kung malinaw yun.
Before you sell boards, what do you have to do?
Wait lang.
Tinatawag na
Pero yung Jollibee,
Oo.
sa Jollibee,
Sa Jollibee.
bida ang saya.
Bida ang saya.
Sa atin, bida ang Investa users.
Oo naman, pare.
Siyempre, kaya may lalabas tayo ngayon yung primetime bida.
Naku! Oo nga pala, pinost na yan sa
Pinost
amin.
na.
Oo.
Pinost na ni Ma'am Joanne yan.
Oo, shout out kay Ma'am Joanne.
Shout out kay Joanne.
Yun, kung nasan ka man.
So,
sa amin,
kay Madam.
si Joanne, si Madam
So,
Joanne.
tingnan
Kung nasan man siya.
Oo. Teka, tignan natin mabilis, may sorpresa. So shout out sa mga 400 na nanonood pa. Yun, thank you for
400.
staying with us and hopefully nakaprovide kami ng value sa inyo.
Yan na.
Right.
Oh, ano yung pasabog natin, Borge? Teka, bagal. Ikaw ba nag-isip nito?
Oo naman. Halloween.
Teka,
Invest.
saan ba yung ano?
Search mo Invest.
Search ko yung Investa.
Or dito sa following na lang.
Na-follow ko ba si Investa?
Matic yun.
Yun! Ito ba yun? Ay,
hindi.
tayo yun.
Tayo
Ito.
Yan.
Yan.
So,
So,
this coming Monday.
Oo, ilibin-ilibin.
Ilibin
Ang Investa, meron ng ilibin-ilibin.
Yun.
Prime
Para sa
time
Investa
bida.
Prime.
Shopee.
Oo. So, it's open. Para sa lahat ng
Para sa
users
lahat.
ko.
Oo. Pero pag naka-Investa Prime ka na ngayon, mas
Mas
ganda.
malupit.
Mas malupit. Gaano kalupit?
Ano nga ba yung sagot doon, Seta? Sorry, Dan. Nagulat ako.
Gaano kalupit?
Teka, ano nga ba yung sinasabi ko?
Mga ganito kalupit.
Wala mga ganito kalupit. Ano ko yung sa'yo yung line? Uli.
So, ano?
Baduy na yun.
Basta to, malupit na malupit na malupit.
Oo, gano'n kalupit?
Ganito kalupit. So, yun. 11-11 sa Monday. Tingnan natin kung hanggang kailan yun.
So guys, Investa free shipping. Ilibin-ilibin.
Yun. Tapos, today pala yung deadline nung yung lahat ng sasali sa summit.
Oo.
May pipiling 5 si JM randomly na i-mentor niya.
Oo, ito.
Ito, yan.
Oo, yung random. Basta bumili ka ng ticket sa summit.
Until midnight. Today.
Oo, until today
na
midnight.
lang.
So, hindi ko pa nakakabili. Hindi ko na alam ang ginagawa mo sa buhay mo. Kasi may chance ka ma-mentor ni
JM.
Boss JM.
Lapinya.
Boss JM Lapinya. Shout out sa iyo.
Yan.
So yun. So guys.
So, may 2 hours na lang kayo guys. Sabol nyo na yan.
Oo. Grabe. So we're 1 hour and 45 minutes
Yun.
into the live session. So guys, eto na talaga. Last 2 questions na lang kasi antok na kami.
Yun.
O ayaw nga, nakaya mo yung mukha natin pare.
Okay,
Tsaka mag-open ng US.
Tsaka mag-open ng US market si Hubs. Busy.
Wala.
Oo, tsaka si Borgie. Si Borgie may bubombayin pa yan sa US.
Ay.
Uy!
Uy.
Nalipad mo si Jollibee, boy.
Uy, ano
Uy!
Guys, teka lang guys.
Yan. Tapos,
Nabuking kayo.
Oy!
guys.
Oy!
Ano ba yan? Hindi, nasa Jollibee kami. Ano lang yan? Camera
Oo.
angle lang yan. Ano ba yan?
ang hirap kasi. Yun.
Yun. Order nga kami ng Yum Burger.
Yum. Tingnan mo talaga si Pikachu.
Oh, saan si Pikachu?
Bumili
Si
sa-
Pikachu. Guys, shout out naman kay Pikachu. Dala ko pa to eh. Kinain niyo mukha ni Javi. Teka, sige. Questions. Teka, ano tayo? Uy! Si Rafi nanonood.
Yun.
Si Rafael, Roses. Shout out sa'yo, Rafi.
Shout out Scruffy Coco.
Shout out to Rafi. Kalunch ko lang yan kanina.
Yun.
Teka. Ano ba mga tanong? Eto, may tanong si Boss, Carlo. How come before mag-disclose, may breakout na agad to the moon? How do you know the undisclosed news? Inside trading ba pag ganun?
Sa akin ba yan?
Oo. Kay Borgie muna.
Siguro. Kasi hindi naman natin malalaman yun kung unless ikaw yung insider, di ba? Pero yun, tingnan mo na lang yung mga broker. Or di natin malalaman talaga eh.
Well, ako kasi I'm of the belief lang, one of the assumptions of technical analysis is you buy the rumor then you sell the news. Tapos, palagi most of the time, pag na-disclose sa yung news, as Javi said, parang lagi na priced in, lalo na pag negative yung sentiment sa market.
Paano pag walang rumor?
Paano pag wala rumor?
Oh, technical lang.
Hotdog. Javi, ikaw na sumagot.
Ano yung question?
How come before mag-disclose may breakout na agad to the moon? How do people know
The undisclosed news. Inside trading ba yun? The answer to the question is no. Right?
Oh, sabi
So hindi porket nauuna yung presyo, sa news, insider trading na yung nangyayari. Bakit? Kasi, and this is the beauty of being a technician, right? Being the beauty of following price is that as technicians, as price followers, we don't need to know what the insiders know, right? Di natin kailangan kasama sa inside information kasi we can already see what the insiders are doing in the form of price action, in the form of volume, correct? It's a chart, right? Meaning we don't need to know what they know, we just need to see what they're doing. And that comes in the form of price action, comes in the form of volume. So I think what Carlos referring to probably would be Sun, right? So prior to the news that came out sa Sun, which came out 2 days ago, yesterday, gumalaw na siya, di ba? Laki ng ginalaw. So ano ba yung insider trading na ba yung naikinabang dyan? Siyempre, hindi. Naikinabang din dyan yung mga tao marunong magbasa ng presyo. Right? Meaning, yung mga tao alam nila na may nangyayari. And I think there was that first up day na foreign buying yung Sun ng 500 million, 600 million. So that was already a huge sign already that something was ongoing, right? And in fact, to answer Carlos' question even a step further, a lot of people, a lot of top traders I know even stay away from inside information. Kasi nakakasira ng diskarte.
Noise lang.
Diba? Nakakasira ng diskarte. Why? Kasi the news would prevent you from actually following through on your system, on your discipline, on your proper entry points, on your proper exit points. In fact, sa experience ko, those people who act on inside information, I'd say 8 out of 10 times result in losing money. Right? So it's not a long-term sustainable strategy. What's long-term and sustainable is you putting price above everything and everyone else, and that includes above the insider as well, which simply means is that if price tends to get out, but the insiders in your ear telling you, bili ka pa, Paolo, bili ka pa, Paolo, bili ka pa, Paolo.
Pag ikaw nagsabi, maniniwala.
Pag ganun yung sitwasyon, ano yung gagawin?
I will look at price.
Look
and
at
I will
follow
price because price is king.
Price is king.
Oh.
Okay. Is that easier said than done? Yes or no?
Yes.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Easier said than
Yes,
done.
easier said than done.
Price is king.
Yeah, meaning pag nandun ka na sa sitwasyon, syempre mahirap.
Uh-huh.
That's why it requires experience, it requires practice, it requires experience to know what's worked in the past, right? And what has resulted in losing money. So at least you leverage on both that pain and that pleasure from past experiences to pull you towards the proper decision.
Okay, grabe.
Ayos.
Okay yun. Hindi tulad ng sagot namin ni Bodri, hotdog. Hotdog! So guys, last question na. Tapos mag-comment kayo ng song request para kay Javi.
Patay tayo dyan.
Yun.
Alam mo yung manok na pula?
Hindi.
Hindi mo alam yung manok na pula?
Sa totoo lang, kahit isang kata wala ko alam eh.
Gusto mo malaman yung manok na pula? Gusto mo malaman? Kantayin namin.
Huwag na, nakanta natin yun eh.
Sige, may question pa ba guys? Teka.
Shout out, sino yun?
Shout out to myself daw eh.
Hi self.
Ito si Kane. Kaya ba yan?
Kane Segundo, shout out.
Oo. Ito na lang, House.
To all the people watching, shout out.
Sa 347 nanonood, hopefully, masaya kayo ngayon. So, ito, House. May tanong, pero masyadong mahaba. Ito na lang, what's the best trading advice or phrase ko you can give to someone na nagsisimula pa lang? Or maybe nasa 6 months pa lang into trading? What's the number one? Or ano na lang, if you could talk to your younger self, and if you could say one thing, what would that be?
Hirap ng tanong mo.
Ang lalim. Because you have to go deep.
Yes.
Diba yun eh.
Deep.
Maybe if I were to, maybe if there's, let's say if, for example, if there's one person who's just starting out, who is considering trading as a possibility for themselves, actually dalawa yung naisip ko eh.
Oh.
So the first thing, I'll talk about one thing first. First thing is to know where you are first in the cycle. right? To know where you are in the bigger picture, right? Kasi maraming mga tao, and this is the reality for everyone in the stock market. Not everyone, but majority of people in the stock market is that everyone decides to pursue the stock market full time at the top, and everybody decides to iwanan na yung stock market, ayoko na at the bottom, right? And the reality is that there are a lot of people who think that the stock market can be like 2017 every time, right? If you go back to 2017, Philippine stock market was up 25%. Dami mga wakyat, MAC, IMI, Surpass, PXP, all these other issues, TUGS, thank you. So the reality is, and I was talking to one of the top traders in India, in Singapore, two months ago, and he actually told me a very interesting fact. He said that years like 2017 only happened once in every 5 years, once in every 4 years, right? Which means that, and textbooks in technical analysis will also teach this, that markets will only trend 20% of the time. 80% of the time, it's pretty much ranging, it's not trending, essentially. So what's important is you need to know where you are exactly in the bigger picture, because it drives higher level decisions. What do I mean higher level decisions? I don't talk about, hindi ko pinag-usapan yung mga ano yung bibili mo, ano yung bibenta mo, saan ka papasok, saan ka mag-exit. Bigger decisions would be, how much of my capital do I allocate towards, let's say, the Philippine market, relative to where is it in the cycle now? Are there other financial markets that are in their own 2017 where I should be allocating money? Or is now when would be the best time to really pursue the market full time? Or when would be the best time to maybe take time to maybe just watch the market half day and take the other half of the time to just read a book, sharpen the sword, improve my skills, so on and so forth. When would be a good time na, kailan ba tayo ganyang oras na kailangan nakatutok ako sa merkado, right? So you need to be able to have a big picture analysis as to where you are in the overall cycle. I think that's the first one. One of the most important, most popular, most widely followed investors today, Howard Marks, sabi niya, besides risk management, the most important question people should be asking today is where they are in the cycle. Ako, to be honest with you, pumasok ako sa market 2010, beginning of the cycle, right? But did I know that did I have an understanding of the bigger picture? No. Chamba lang yun to be honest Leap of faith lang ako, hindi ko naman alam na aakit ng sobrang laki yung market Pero in hindsight, sunerte ako dun, that's what worked for me. Right? So ako, kung may papayo ko sa my younger self or to someone who's entering now, you have to know where you are in the cycle, but more importantly, where the 2017s are, right? So, at least in Open Journal, in our community, in our subscription-based service, that's something that we try to help them, direct them towards where the 2017 markets are. And even from a bottom-up point of view, are there any subsectors that are experiencing 2017-like runs, right? So that would be maybe the first advice. Pwede na yan.
Grabe. Ang dami ng advice dun.
Oo nga
Pwede na yan,
Oo, pwede na yun. So, Borge, do you have any last words?
Kung nabitin sila, kay Javi, saan sila pupunta?
Sa Investa Summit.
Tsaka, sa
You
Open
always
Journal.
commit. Ayaw nga pala. Sa Investa Summit.
Tsaka sa Open Journal.
Oo, sa Open Journal. Yung pinakamalupit pare.
Right, guys. So, thank you for mentioning that. So, I try to write sa Investagram. So, I'll try to write more often. But if you want more content, there's actually a free community inside Open Journal. You can join the groups. Just click on the group free_Open Journal. Right? So that's actually where we post some of the free content some of the content that we actually post in our open journal, in our paid service. So what we post on the paid service, some of that we actually post it on the free
open journal,
Investagrams. So just join that. We'll approve it right away. It's free. And every time we post something, there's a notification. So you can just wait for the notification, click. If you don't like what you read, then just wait for the next one.
Yun.
Yeah.
So guys, sa 350 people na nandito pa na natili, maraming salamat for
Thank you,
staying.
guys.
Diba?
Thank you.
It's already 10 p.m. Pero we're still here every week.
10 p.m. na?
Oo, 10, 12 na. Ano ba, Borge? Yung bago matawag to InvestaShow, pang 10 na ba to o pang 11?
Basta madami na.
Madami na, pang
Oo.
11. Weekly, nag-break kami a few weeks ago ng 2 weeks. Pero we do this every week for one reason and one reason only. Ano yun? Dahil mahal namin kayo. Tapos ngayon may guest pa kami. Si Javi, tsaka si Pikachu, diba?
Pikachu.
So guys, maraming salamat. And as always, see you next week. And hindi pa tayo tapos sa mga gusto
Kakanta pa
magstay. Kakanta pa kami ni Javi.
Oo.
Comment kayo na song request, pili ka Javi. Kakanta ka, nakita mukha natin o hindi kita?
Hindi kita.
Hindi
Ayun.
kita, hindi
Para
kita,
si
hindi
Job
kita.
na yung kakanta instead.
Sige. Balik na natin si Jollibee. Yun. Oh. Guys, comment ikaw, Borge. Ikaw, Borge. Ano
Borge.
song request mo?
Borge, ikaw na bahala. Kunwari.
Yes. Ay, baka may request ka.
O ikaw, may request ka ba, Habs? Kami nakakanta.
Ano ba request?
Pokemon. Yung team song.
Topper.
Ano yan?
Alam mo
Ano
yan?
yan?
Di mo alam yan?
Sige, kanta ikaw na lang kumanta. Baka alam ko.
Ito kasi request to ni Ped nung 3 weeks ago.
Covers PH.
Ay, covers PH.
Covers PH.
Tama yun.
Bye guys.
Uy.
Panalo ko nga. Sama tayong dalawa. Ngiti at luha sa aking mga mata. Ganun na pala tayo dati kasaya. Hindi pong kapag tayo nagkakatitigan. Nagingitihan para bang na. Ayoko na nga nito, iba na lang. Ito. Bagong kanta ng Ben and Ben.